Right, this one should be working if people are on it.
Okay, let me have
because
a look.
I'm not sure if we started the other one.
Okay, let me have a look.
Right, so if anyone's on here, can you leave a comment?
I'm still wearing. Oh no,
You're
I'm
still
not
wearing?
wearing now. No, I am wearing.
No,
It might be
okay.
the old one.
Might be on
send
the
me
old
your
one.
link?
No. Fran said they're starting a new. Coming out on the high. Yep.
Okay.
Coming out on the high.
I'm gonna mute it a minute.
Right. So I can hear me.
I'm still wearing.
Good evening, all. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We had to reboot the router and all kinds of things. So good old Virgin Media. I think this is coming through. The question is, are you able to get onto this stream since I had to abandon the last stream? So I may have to give people 5 minutes to work out that this stream is here. So bear with. But if you do happen to come on here, if you can leave a message to say you're here, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, has John got a striped shirt on? No.
No, flowery shirt. Flowery shirt. It should be going out on a high, which is spelled properly.
No.
All right. Oh wait, we've got Emma and Adrian. We've got Paul. We've got Hannah.
So what?
Right. So that's working. Guys, can you tell me? Did you log in through the normal thing? Because I think I started 2 streams because the first stream didn't work. Did you find it easy just to log on? Right. That's Jane's on there. Jane and Steve. I think people are finding it. I'm just going to, okay, I'm not on mute. Good evening, all. I'm just going to give this a few minutes. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, it seems to be, I think the guys who logged on earlier may have logged on to the stream that I had to cancel. So I'm just going to give them, hi, Joe.
Is that Joe Greystock? Hi,
Caroline. Yeah, so people are starting to come on. But we're just going to give people 2 or 3 minutes to join because they might be on the other one. And then we'll kick off. Okay, thank you. I'll return you to your holding screen. It's all very professional.
Okay, hold on a minute.
And I'll mute it. Right, I think we're just about ready to start. Hello. Right, where is the quiz? So I'm doing different places, you're doing that one.
Okay. I can hear you, but why? Have you got all 4 there? Okay, is it on mute or not?
think that's working. Good evening, everybody. I think, sorry about the technical glitches. Right, so who have we got? Is everyone there? Stephen's there, Bruce is there. It's working for Pram. Yeah, I think it's working for everyone.
I'm just saying to Lynn, should be fine now.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll I don't want to have to repeat the whole first round, but we'll probably have to repeat quite a few.
Typing.
Anyway, yeah, it's okay now for Jim Bob. As long as Jim Bob there, then.
Yeah, Sasha's on.
Yeah, Sasha's on. Good. Rygator here. Fantastic. Right, so welcome to episode 10. Like all good things, we thought a limited series. We can't just keep going and going. And as lockdown is loosening, we just thought that people are probably going to find better things to do with their Saturday nights than to sit in here and listen to me. It was Bruce, yeah. You like it? T-shirt, a shirt. So anyway, so this is probably the last. But then again, I'll see you for the second Spike September issue. You never know.
Which I think has been called the Echo.
Echo, apparently that's the term. I was told by Sarah the other day. So they're expecting an Echo. Exactly when that comes and how severe it is depends on how responsible we are. So be good. Go out, don't go to work, whatever Boris says. We've got 4 rounds for you as always. We've got a people and places round, and you'll find that the answers to these all have a place name in them. Then we have a bit of general knowledge. Then we have a finals and endings round, which we thought was kind of fitting. And then we're going to finish with out of tune piano playing from the movies. So 10 songs inspired by movies. So we'll crack on with it. And Steffi will be doing round 2, so it's not just me. There will be a Steffi moment. So everything working? Yeah, everything's working except SpaceX. That's true. Okay, so people and places, round 1. Question 1. What is the name, please, of the 3'6" actor who featured in both Star Wars and Harry Potter films? Question 1, and this is the people and places round. So if you find that your answer has a place name in it, you're probably on the right track. What is the name of the 3'6" actor who featured in both Star Wars and Harry Potter films? I asked Steph this earlier, and she said Robbie Coltrane because she had misheard 3'6" as 6'3". What is the name of the 3'6" actor who featured in both Star Wars and Harry Potter films? Question 2. What was the name of the keyboard player credited alongside the Beatles on their 1969 #1 hit, Get Back? There was a keyboard player, and he had played with them in Hamburg, and he was known to them, but he was credited, which was unusual. It was called The Beatles and this person singing Get Back, or in his case, playing keyboards. So what was the name of the keyboard player credited with the Beatles on their 1969 #1 Get Back? Cheers. Beer tonight, by the way, it's one of the many gifts. So thank you again, everyone, for generosity. I keep getting little deliveries of beer, so they're much appreciated. That's Julius's phone, so someone's trying to get Julius. I just let Steph field that one. Question number 3. How was John Bartholomew, one half of a much-loved British comedy duo, better known? How was John Bartholomew, who was one half of a much-loved British comedy duo, better known? Okay, it's number 3. My watch is beeping at me now. Oh, low power. Question number 4. Which 1999 film by Anthony Minghella features Matt Damon stealing another man's identity? Which 1999 film by Anthony Minghella features Matt Damon stealing another man's identity? That's question 4. Question number 5. Whose comedy characters include Dave Nice, Wayne Slob, and Mr. Chumley Warner? Whose comedy characters include Dave Nice, Wayne Slob, and Mr. Chumley Warner? Okay, from lowbrow to highbrow. Number 6. Which playwright's works include Tamburlaine, Dr. Faustus, and the Jew of Malta? Number 6. Which playwright's works include Tamburlaine, Dr. Faustus, and the Jew of Malta? Again, to help you, you'll find that all the answers have the name of a place in them. Actually, it's a UK place. Number 7. Who had hits in the 1970s with Gonna Make You a Star and Hold Me Close? I have a feeling Jane might get this one, my sister. And a special big hello to Auntie Joy, because I know Auntie Joy is watching this with Mum and Paul. So the two sisters are there. So hello. Hope you're enjoying it. Team of 3, I'm expecting a big score. And I expect Auntie Joy to get number 6, the playwright. And probably number 7 as well. Anyway, number 8, question 8. With over 230 victories, who has won the radio show Just a Minute most often? Number 8 again. With over 230 victories, who has won the radio show Just a Minute most often? Number 9. Which American soul singer and songwriter was the voice of Chef in South Park? That's not all he did. He had plenty of songs and albums of his own, but he's an American soul singer and songwriter, and he was also the voice of Chef in South Park. What was his name? It will have a UK place name within his name. And question number 10. I do this slowly because Steph's having a quick wee and she's doing round 2. Too much detail. Number 10. Who was Derek in the irreverent 1970s comedy act Derek and Clive? Number 10. Who was Derek? And he's one of Mum's favourites. So, yeah, I expect you to get this, Mum. Who was Derek in the irreverent 1970s comedy act Derek and Clive? Paul will know that too, I'm sure. Okay. So would anybody like any repeats?
Number 7 from Sasha, please.
Number 7 from Sasha. Sasha, can you tell me, please, who had hits in the 1970s with Gonna Make You a Star and Hold Me Close? Would anybody else like any repeats? Have a little bit of time.
Sasha, I can't. You can't what, Sasha? 2 and 4 from Bruce.
Yeah, you can't what? Finish a sentence?
No, tell you the answer.
All right.
So 2 and 4 from Bruce.
2 and 4 from Bruce. Number 2, what was the name of the keyboard player who was credited alongside the Beatles on the number 1 Get Back? What was the name of the keyboard player? It was the Beatles and this guy who had that hit. And then number 4.
Bruce.
Which 1999 Anthony Minghella film features Matt Damon stealing another man's identity?
Number 6 for Dolan's. Oh.
Number 7. Well, 5, 6, and 7.
5 and 6 and 7. Yeah.
Number 5. Whose comedy characters included Dave Nice, Wayne Slob, and Mr. Chumley Warner? Number 6. Which playwright's works include Tamburlaine, Dr. Faustus, and The Jew of Malta? And then number 7 again was who had hits in the 1970s with Gonna Make You a Star and Hold Me Close?
Pramela would like, well, we just had 6, 2, 8,
Pramela,
and 10.
Okay, 2, 8, and 10. Well, 2 we've repeated again. I'll do it again quickly. What was the name of the keyboard player who was credited alongside the Beatles on their number 1 Get Back? Number 8, with over 230 victories, who has won the radio show Just a Minute most often? And number 10, who was Derek in the irreverent 1970s comedy act Derek and Clive? There were 2 well-known people that assumed these personas, Derek and Clive, and they did very sort of close to the bone kind of risque comedy, and I need to know who was Derek.
And Joe's enjoyed that round.
Okay, good. I'm pleased, Joe. I'm pleased. Okay, well, if everyone's had what they need on that one, I'm going to hand over to the lovely Steph, who's going to do the general knowledge round.
Oh, Susie, quick, number 2 for Suze again.
Number 2 again. Right, number 2 again. Shall I get back to number 2? What was the name of the keyboard player credited alongside the Beatles on their 1969 number 1 Get Back? Okay. Hi, Suze. Right, so now Steffi is going to do round 2, general knowledge.
Thank you. Hi, lockdowners. Hi, Lynn. Thank you for that message. I hope you've had a good week. And yeah, as John said, the last one, we think. And I just reiterate all the lovely gifts that have been dropped off. I have to say, it's all John. This is John's work from start to finish. I just get to read around. But it's been great fun. And, you know, maybe we'll be able to do this in person one day. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, and we might have the odd special, Christmas, Easter, when the spike comes back. Anyway, so general knowledge round, round 2. So question 1. Which 1996 Steven Spielberg movie features Helen Hunt as a meteorologist and storm chaser? So this is a movie. Which 1996 Steven Spielberg movie featured Helen Hunt as a meteorologist and storm chaser? Question 2. What was the code name for the proposed German invasion of Britain during World War II? So question 2 again. What was the code name for the proposed German invasion of Britain during World War II? Question 3 of the general knowledge round. Beam, truss, and cantilever are types of what? Beam, truss, and cantilever are types of what? Question 4. Which appropriately named album is the best-selling album so far of the 21st century in the UK? Can you turn that down, John? So I'm getting feedback from John's phone. So question 4 again. Which appropriately named album is the best-selling album so far of the 21st century in the UK? For all you thespians out there, question 5. Which Shakespearean character was known as the Moor of Venice? So question 5 again. Which Shakespearean character was known as the Moor of Venice? So that was question 5. Question 6. Which German band had a #1 hit in the 1990s entitled "The Power" and "Rhythm is a Dancer"? So question 6 again. Which German band had #1s in the 1990s entitled "The Power" and "Rhythm is a Dancer"? Question 7. Which 16th century mansion just outside the Buckinghamshire village of Ellsborough has been used as a country home by at least 22 famous couples over the last 100 years? I suspect people are going to ask me that one again, so I'm going to say it again, and I suspect I'll say it again and again. So I'm going to say it again slowly. Question 7. Which 16th century mansion just outside the Buckinghamshire village of Ellsborough has been used as a country house by at least 22 famous couples over the last 100 years? Question 8. Hannah Lily, you're going to get this one, I'm sure. Which musical features the hit song "One Night in Bangkok"? Hello, Cock. I had to do that on the last one.
Can you explain again?
Cock's a very good friend. Watch your Cock from university. Our nickname for each other. Which musical features the hit song One Night in Bangkok"? That was question 8. This is question 9. What is the name of the series of novels by Mallory Blackman, where the social history of black and white races are reversed? I suspect you want this one again as well, so I shall say it again, and I expect to say it again in a minute. Question 9. What is the name of the series of novels by Mallory Blackman where the social history of black and white races are reversed? And finally, question 10. Which band had big hits in the 1970s with "Come Back My Love," "The Boy from New York City," and "It's Raining"? So question 10 again. Which band had big hits in the 1970s with "Come Back My Love," "The Boy from New York City," and "It's Raining"? But it's not. The weather's been lovely. We cannot complain about the weather during lockdown. For goodness sake, it's been amazing. So that concludes round 2. I suspect there'll be some repeats. So I'm waiting. You're all a bit on delay, I think. So any repeats on the general knowledge round?
I can't see any on here.
Not yet.
Eddie, can we up there?
Can't see any. No repeats. No repeats. We're still live. We're still working.
Are we still live? Can somebody
Can someone
give us a sign
just
of
acknowledge
life?
that you're still there? Oh.
We are here. Thank you, Sasha.
Well,
Right.
that's a first.
Right,
No
no
repeats. Oh,
Brilliant. Hey.
hello. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. Oh,
Oh, here we go.
hello, Pamela. Question 5.
1, 4, and 5.
Oh, 1 for right. Question 1. Which 1996 Spielberg movie featured Helen Hunt as a meteorologist and storm chaser? So that was question 1. Was that question 5?
And 4.
And 4. So question 4. Which appropriately named album is the best-selling album so far in the 21st century in the UK? Question 5. You might find there's some repeats on there. Which Shakespearean character was known? I'm sure Hina will know this. Come on, Hina, you'll know this one. Which Shakespearean character was known as the Moor of Venice? Any more repeats?
6.
Question
WhatsApp,
6. Which German band had number ones in the 1990s entitled The Power and Rhythm is a Dancer?
Karen was just put the word repeats down.
Repeats.
Without clarification, we're not sure what to do with that, Bran.
No.
Okay.
I think
So if that's everything.
that's everything.
Okay.
So
Let me grab another beer.
I'm going to hand back to John. The next round, which, just to give you a heads up, is the finals and endings rounds.
Which seemed appropriate.
It did seem very appropriate with the end of lockdown or partial end of lockdown and the end of the quiz. Anyway, here he is. Thank you. See you later.
There you go. Hello again. Yes, so round 3, finals, endings, finales. We just thought we'd do 10 questions on this. Let me have my final beer. It's not my final beer tonight. Right. If you're all ready. Question 1. Which player's performance in the 2006 FA Cup final led to that game being informally named after him? Which player's performance in the 2006 FA Cup final led to that game being informally named after him? So back in the 50s, there was the Matthews final, I think they call it. This is the something final, and it's named after the standout player in that match, the 2006 FA Cup final.
Hina's saying that she's got a delay. Has anyone else got a delay?
Has anybody else got a delay? Anybody else got technical difficulties? If you do, then I can repeat. So there's no problem with that. So that was question 1. No delay for Joe. No, let's crack on. But we can repeat if you miss things. Question number 2, and this is all about endings and finals and so on. Which 1969 movie ends with the line, "Hang on, lads, I've got a great idea"? Which 1969 movie ends with the line, "Hang on, lads, I've got a great idea"?
What number was that, love?
That is number 2.
Just repeat number 1, please.
Okay, number 1. Which player's performance in the 2006 FA Cup final led to that match being named informally after him? It's called the something final. Okay. Question number 3. Which soap character's last appearance was on 21st of January this year, after 35 years, and in the 6065th episode? So which soap character bowed out on the 21st of January this year after 35 years? And this was in the, I'm not sure if she was in every, I've given away the gender now, but I'm not sure if she was in every 6065 episodes, but it was 35 years
Julius, shut the door, please.
that she was in it. Julius is making noise.
Julius, shut the door, please.
Julius.
Shut the door, Julius.
Okie dokie.
Sorry.
Hold on.
So number 3 again. Which soap character's last appearance was on 21st of January this year in the 6065th episode after 35 years on the show? Yeah. Any ideas, Lynn? Number 4. Which book ends with the line, "Aunt Em, I'm so glad to be at home again"? Got to throw in some easy ones. Number 4. Which book ends with the line, "Aunt Em, I'm so glad to be at home again"? I'm not sure if that's also the same in the film, but I took this from a source that said that's the last line of the book. Number 5. This is one for Jamie. Who did England beat by the narrowest of margins to win the 2019 Cricket World Cup? Sorry about that, I shouldn't vote. Who did England beat by the narrowest of margins to win the 2019 Cricket World Cup? That's question number 5.
It doesn't know the answer.
No, I wish. If it had have been Sash, then they'd have shared the trophy, and they didn't. Oh, I don't know what you mean, Gav. Right, number 6. In the final scene of which 1995 film is Kevin Spacey's character revealed as the mysterious and ruthless criminal Kaiser Soze? In the final scene of which 1995 film is Kevin Spacey's character revealed as the mysterious and ruthless criminal Kaiser Soze? Number 7. Whose resignation speech on the 13th of November 1990 was widely considered to be the catalyst that triggered Margaret Thatcher's political downfall? 7 again. Whose resignation speech on the 13th of November 1990 was widely considered to be the catalyst that led to Margaret Thatcher's political downfall? Question number 8. Again, finals. What did Zinedine Zidane do to Marco Materazzi in the 2006 World Cup final? One action famously took place between Zinedine Zidane and Marco Materazzi in the 2006 World Cup final. So what did Zizou do to Marco? Number 9. In the last episode of Sex and the City, I'm a big fan, which character's real name is revealed as John? And up until that point, nobody had ever said his name. In the last episode of Sex and the City, which character's real name is revealed as John? Okay, that was question number 9. And the final question of the finals round in the final quiz is, the last line of which well-known TV comedy series is, "Who would notice another madman around here?" So the last line of which well-known TV comedy series is, "Who would notice another madman round here?" Okay. That was number 10. Would anybody like anything repeated? Is it? Is this a repeat-free round?
No, I think.
Fantastic. Right, straight on to the music.
No, I think there's probably 10.
Pram always needs another one.
Yeah, but this was number 10.
Right.
1 6 10. 1 2.
Right. 1. Which player's performance in the 2006 FA Cup final led to that match being informally named after him? It's known as the something final because he was particularly good.
You may need to be a bit slow here. Bruce's takeaways are
right. You can just listen in, Bruce, without doing it. You can't write and eat. What were the other ones?
2.
Oh, 1 2 6.
No, 1. I think. Oh yeah, 1 2 6.
Okay, let's go through them. Number 2. Which 1969 movie ends with the line, "Hang on, lads, I've got a great idea"? That's number 2. Number 3. Which soap character had their last appearance on the 21st of January this year in the 6065th episode after 35 years on the show?
Susie went to that final. Wow.
What? The final of...
Must be the football final.
Oh, right. No, good. Great game. Number 4. Which book ends with the line, "Aunt Em, I'm so glad to be at home again"? Number 5. Gavin's favourite, Jamie's favourite. Who did England beat comprehensively? By the narrowest of margins to win the 2019 Cricket World Cup? Number 6. In the final scene of which 1995 film is Kevin Spacey's character revealed as the mysterious and ruthless criminal Kaiser Soze?
And number 10 for Jim Bob.
Number 10. The last line of which well-known TV comedy series is, "Who would notice another madman around here?" Okay. Who did? No, we don't mean it. No, Gary, you're getting confused. It's just because Owen Morgan was the captain. Gary's claiming it was Wales.
Oh, right, okay.
I see. Okay. So if there are no more repeats, it's just about time for the music round. Right. Music round. These tunes are loosely linked by being linked to the movies. You don't need to name the movie. We were going to do it like that. We were going to say name the movie that these came from. But of course, the problem is that the songs might come from other movies, and you'd be perfectly right by naming a movie that features that song that we didn't know about. And so we can't say that. So we'd like you please to give us the title of the song, but they remain linked because they're all they've all been in that. See, Gary's still going on about it. Let it go, Gary. Yeah, but all of these songs are broadly linked to the movies. So here we go. Have a quick sip. Right, does that work? Okay. So the first one. And there's a whole range here. Number 1, that's all you're getting. Number 2. And I think we'll leave it there. That was number 2. Number 3. It carries on like that. So that's number 3. Number 4 should be fun. Here we go. That's all I'm going to give you for that, because you either know it or you don't. So that's number 4. I won't do it again because it's very short. Right, that was 4. Number 5, you might find tricky, but if you know this movie, you should know it. Here we go. This is number 5. Right, that was number 5. This one is number 6, and these are all quite different. Number 6. Kind of carries on like that. So that is the chilling theme of a certain film.
But you just need the name of
But
the
you just
song.
need to give me the name of the song, not the film, although that's strongly associated with a certain film. I might give you half if we're feeling generous. But we need, for a full point, we need the name of that piece of music. Right, number 7. And I think we'll stop it there. So that was number 7. Excuse me. Number 8. If I can get this right. Sorry, that wasn't very good. But it's the same for all of you. So that was number 8. Number 9. And Steph's finished clattering.
Sorry.
Sorry. Messed up the ending. But yeah, that was number 9. Am I? Sorry. Right, number 9. Okay. Okay. Right. That's enough of that one. Okay, so those are the 10.
One from Jim again, please.
Shall I do them? I normally go through them really quickly again, so with no preamble. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6 was number 7. Number 8. Let's see if I can do it better this time. Number 9.
Well, shall I like all of this?
I did do most of that, didn't I? That's it. Yeah, if you don't get that, you're rubbish. And the last one. I'll make it quicker this time. There we go.
Let's ask for number 1 again.
Number 1, quickly. That might be a hint. Okay, that was number 1. Okay, if that's everything,
Yeah, I think so.
you done, Pram? Okay, so let's have the answers.
The answers.
Can you do the answers with me?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, it's a joint effort with the answers.
Shares in the break.
Need glasses for this one up. Okay, if everyone's ready, who's won the last quiz?
The tension.
This is the big one. It doesn't matter what's come before. This is the big one. Okay, here we go. People and places round. So all the answers have places. So they're people, but they have places in them as well. Number 1, the name of the 3'6" actor who was in Star Wars and Harry Potter, Warwick Davis. Davies, whatever. Either of those two gets you a point. Warwick Davis. Number 2, Get Back, the number 1 in 1969, was credited to the Beatles and Billy Preston. So the answer there you want is Billy Preston. Preston being a place in Lancashire or somewhere up there. Ian, you can confirm that. Number 3, John Bartholomew was better known as Eric Morecambe. Number 4, the 1999 film by Anthony Minghella, where Matt Damon steals another man's identity. That's The Talented Mr. Ripley. Number 5, it was Harry Enfield, who had characters like Dave Nice, Wayne Slob, and Mr. Chumley Warner. Number 6, Auntie Joy, I hope you got this one. The playwright who did Tamburlaine, Dr. Faustus, The Jew of Malta, that was Kit Marlowe, Christopher Marlowe. Number 7, hits in the 1970s with Gonna Make You a Star and Hold Me Close, that was David Essex. Number 8, with over 230 victories, the person who has won just a minute most often is Paul Merton. Number 9, the American soul singer who was the voice of Chef in South Park. That's Isaac Hayes. And the last one, Derek in the act, Derek and Clive. Mum, one of your favourites was Dudley Moore. So good. I hope that's all clear. Number 2.
It's my round.
The general knowledge round. Do you want to tell them the secret sneaky squirrel theme before we start?
I know that Bruce is a big fan
Big
of
fat.
it.
It's big fatty.
No, not big fat. A big fan.
Big fan.
A big fan of the connection that we don't tell you about. There was a connection this week, and that was games. Games, all sorts of games. So the 1996 Steven Spielberg movie, which featured Helen Hunt as a meteorologist and storm chaser, was Twister. Number 2, what was the code name for the proposed German invasion of Britain during World War II? Was Operation Sea Lion. So Operation Sea Lion, Operation being the game. Question 3, beam, truss and cantilever are types of what? Bridge. For all you bridge fans out there. Which appropriately named album is the best-selling album so far the 21st century in the UK? That was Adele's 21, so 21 Pontoon. Question 5, which Shakespearean character was known as the Moor of Venice? Hina, you knew that was Othello, the game Othello. Question 6, which German band had number ones in the 1990s entitled The Power and Rhythm is a Dancer? Is that it? Is that the right one? Yeah, okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Snap.
Couldn't tell.
Question 7. Which 16th century mansion just outside the Buckinghamshire village of Ellsborough has been used as a country home by at least 22 famous couples over the last 100 years? Famous couples may have been sort of...
Well, they're all famous.
They are famous, but politicians. So Chequers was the answer to that one.
Well, the Prime Minister
I suppose so, but you never...
partner
but you never...
pretty famous couple.
They are, but you don't really refer to them as famous couples, do you? But anyway, but they are. Question 8. Which musical features the hit song One Night in Bangkok? That would be Hannah Lily, who would have definitely known that was Chess. Question 9. What is the name of the series of novels by Mary Blackman? This is Francesca's question, actually, although she's appearing again, not tonight. What was the name of the series of novels by Mary Blackman where the social history of black and white races are reversed? That was Noughts and Crosses, and that was on the television quite recently. And finally, which band had big hits in the 1970s with Come Back My Love, The Boy from New York, and It's Raining? And we bought one of these today, and we're going to do it tomorrow. Darts. We got a darts ball today, and the answer is darts. So, yeah, that was question. That was round 2, and they were all types of games. So, well done if you picked up that secret theme.
Just to take issue with Ian on number 7, I was going to ask in that question 22 famous couples, 1 bachelor and 2 widowers, but you kind of lost the rhythm of the question.
And Bruce,
So
I
Edward
did
Heath was a
not
bachelor.
call you fat. I did not call you fat. We had a discussion.
Bruce isn't fat.
No, I know he isn't. I
I
didn't
don't
call
know how
him
you can
fat.
say that.
I didn't call him fat. But we had a socially distant
Big
conversation
boned, perhaps.
across the road, and he said quite like the secret theme. So they try and find it. So Bruce, did you get the
I'm
theme?
sorry, Bruce.
Did you get the theme? I'm sure you did. You were very cuddly, but you're not fat. Okay, so 3, the finals round.
3, the finals round. Number 1, the 2006 FA Cup final was known as the Gerrard final. After he scored a couple of goals, including one in the dying seconds.
Come on, you Reds!
So,
Sorry.
2 games to go. 2
Yeah,
games.
2
2
games.
games. Number 2, the 1969 movie that ends with. Can you do a Michael Caine impression on this one?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I've got it.
Ends with the line, "Hang on, lads, I've got a great idea." Nor can I. Is the Italian job. Number 3, the soap character was Dot Cotton.
Lynn, you must have known that. She was saying, I don't
Lynn.
know what Lynn, you write for EastEnders. You must have known that. Please tell me you've got that answer.
You must have known that. we're waiting.
Yeah.
Number 4, the book that ends with the line, Aunt Em, I'm so glad to be at home again, is The Wizard of Oz. Number 5, England beat on boundary countback or something, some obscure way, because the Super Over was even and so on and so forth. But I'm afraid we didn't share the 2019 World Cup. We won it. Sorry, Gav. Sorry, Jamie. Number 6, moving on. In the final scene of The Usual Suspects, that's when you realize that Kevin Spacey's character is actually Kaiser Soze. So number 6, the answer is The Usual Suspects. Number 7, it was a resignation speech given by Geoffrey Howe, condemning Margaret Thatcher for her stance on Europe, amongst other things, that was generally seen to be the catalyst that led to her downfall. Number 8, Zinedine Zidane headbutted Marco Materazzi. He probably had it coming. I'm not sure what he said, but yeah, Zinedine wasn't going to have it, so he headbutted him and got sent off. So that's what we need, headbutted. Number 9, the last episode of Sex and the City. The character whose real name is revealed as John, that's Mr. Big. So fans of the series would have known that was Mr. Big. Ian, I guess he struggled on that one.
But he didn't.
Really? I think he did that. No, he's pretty good though, isn't he? He's a good all-rounder. Number 10. The last line of which well-known TV comedy series is, who would notice another madman around here? That is Blackadder. Just as he and Baldrick and everyone are about to go over the top. So there we go. So if everyone's got those, we've just got the music to do. And so we'll see. We can separate the winner in this one. Okay, the first one, Steffi, can you read them out?
Diamonds are forever. Diamonds are forever.
Number 2. That's enough. That was We Are the Champions by Queen. Number 3.
Sorry, number 3. Sorry. Well, that was famously from Dirty Dancing. And that Time of My Life?
I've had the time of my life, or the time of my life.
Yeah.
Number 4 was short. It's just a jump to the left.
Step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. Put your knees inside.
Thank you. That was good. Right, that was the Time Warp from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
And Joe, nobody puts baby in the corner. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely. Number 5, slightly more obscure. Be interested to see who gets number 5.
Mark, you know this movie. I love it. Mark knows that line. Well done. Excellent.
Right, number 5. And so on.
We so need to have a Dirty Dancing movie night. And then you're talking about your open air, cinema in your garden. It looks like it's Dirty Dancing. Everyone's coming in with lines from Dirty Dancing. It's brilliant.
Okay.
Sorry, what was the last
Having moved on, number 5.
What was that one though?
Number 5 is from Arthur with Dudley Moore and Liza Minnelli. And that was Christopher Cross's song Arthur's Theme, or otherwise known Best That You Can Do. So that was that one, Arthur's Theme, or Best That You Can Do.
Well done, you got Arthur. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Bruce.
Number
Well done,
6.
Bruce.
That goes on a bit. That's Tubular Bells.
Sasha, we don't need the movie. We just need the movie was if it helped you, but we actually just need the name of the song. Tune.
Yeah. That last one was Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield, famously in The Exorcist. But again, we need Tubular Bells. That's the name of the because that was probably in lots of other different movies as well. So Tubular Bells, that was number 6. Number 7. And so on. That is Perfect Day by Lou Reed. That was from Train Spotting.
So Sasha, just to recap, because just for information, you want to know where the songs were from. So the first one was with Diamonds Forever from Diamonds Are Forever, and number 2, We Are the Champions from Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, which I watched the other evening, which was fantastic. Juice really loved that as well.
Yep, very good.
Number 3, I've Had the Time of My Life. That was from Dirty Dancing. Number 4 was Time Walk from
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
And the last one was from Train Spotting.
Yep, and number 5 was from Arthur. And 6, Tubular Bells was from The Exorcist. Number 8, my poor rendition of. Oh. Mrs. Robinson from The Graduate, or was a little bit like Mrs. Robinson from The Graduate. Number 9. That was I Wanna Be Like You from The Jungle Book. And the very last one. And so on. That's Chariots of Fire by Vangelis. And it's from the film Chariots of Fire. That's right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good. So if you can tally up your scores for a final time, and we'll see who has won the most important one, because this is the 10th and final for the moment. QuizVid. So
28 for 4, 39 for Buckingham Close.
Whoa. That's strong.
40 out of 40, Stephen.
Whoa!
Well done.
Hey!
Yeah, well done. Well
Excellent.
done, Lynn. 32, 36 for the Freeman, 25 for the Saunders, 30 for the Gibbons, 28 for Gary.
Awesome score, Stephen.
Well done, Stephen. Fantastic. Well done, Joe. Best yet. Well done. Well done, Stephen. Excellent.
Joe, top score.
Oh, Stephen was joking on 25.
Oh, oh, you should have kept it up.
Yeah.
We're with you all the way.
So it looks like 3 weeks on the trot. It's Buckingham Close. Late to the party, but they've lost.
Excellent score. Buckingham Close.
3 weeks.
Local quiz pros.
Yeah.
Always score well in the Brentham Club quiz and so on. But well done, fantastic.
Have we got Lynn's score in yet? I'm not sure we've got Lynn's score.
What's Lynn's score?
I'm not sure yet.
Although we did decide on a different. I think we were going to give 100 points for the EastEnders question. So
yeah, she got it. Okay.
We were going to do a long-winded sort of set of awards. Instead of saying just the winner is, we were going to say loyalty awards to these people and aggregate awards. And so many people have done all of these. I imagine the big aggregate scores up there would be Jane and Steve and Jim and Susie and these guys who score highly every week. And then we were going to say, obviously, the best award are people who bought me beer. So thank you for that. But thank you, everybody. For
someone has said if we can we go out to We Are the Champions? So I'm sure you can rise to that challenge.
Are you going to sing We Are the Champions?
Yeah, we won't. Are they?
No. We've sung. We've done that already. You can get it on YouTube. Go back, get it on demand if you really need it. But thank you very much, guys. And you never know, if there is an echo or a spike, then this might come back. But for the moment, we feel that I think everyone's going to be, maybe at long last entertaining on a Saturday night.
But who knows? Maybe we can at some point, when lockdown is kind of totally lifted, we can actually do a face-to-face quiz in our garden. Why not?
Yeah, you never know. And there are quizzes around here for those who are based around Ealing. Come along and do street wars or do things like that, or attend the other quizzes. So
anyway,
thank you all.
Stay safe, and see you on the lane for those who live locally. And lots of love to everybody else.
Bye, Mum. Bye, Auntie Joy.